Makeover. So today I'm going to be using this Revolution, now that's what I call music, the 80s version, and I will be creating this eye makeup. So let me stop waffling and let's get on with the tutorial. created with the 80's palette. I did add some black wing eyeliner and a little bit of lashes. I used the Eyelure Accents number 003, designed to give a cute subtle lift to your lashes. A little goes a long way. So they're not like extra bushy or anything, but they give me just a little bit more volume. First time wearing them today and they don't seem too bad. I am intrigued by the greens and blues in this palette, but today I went with the pinks and purples. When I was trying out this palette for an idea of looks, before I started filming, I did dig into these two shades here. Now this one is just far too light for my skin. It barely adds any colour at all. This one, I don't know. I'm still not 100% sure on what I think about that colour there. I did also try going into this orange shade here. Now I do like that, but I decided not to go with that colour for today's look. So let's talk about what I did use in today's look. So this shade here is a beautiful matte. It is on the electric column. It's a beautiful, like, orangey, reddish, pinkish sort of shade, and I thought it was beautiful as a very kind of bold transition shade. Then I went into this shade here on the Wild Frontiers column, just to darken up the crease. This is absolutely stunning. It's a beautiful sort of maroon pink, and it's just, I love, love, love this colour here. And then I went into this deep plummy purple here on the New Romantics column. I love this colour. This colour is stunning. It is what I used to darken the crease. If you're wanting to smoke out the eye look, but you don't want to go for black, then this deep plum purple is absolutely stunning. Really, really beautiful, really pigmented. You do have to be careful because it might blend away a little bit when you start to blend it, but it was easily fixable. So yeah, I really, really liked that colour. Then on the eyelid, I went in with this shimmery purple on the New Romantics column. I love this colour. It is absolutely beautiful, a real metallic lilac colour, and it just pops on your eyes. It is so stunning. It didn't need to be wet at all. The brush didn't need to be wet to get that pigment. I mean, you could wet your brush and it would pop even more, but it didn't need it, and so for that it gets my thumbs up. And then this beautiful pink here, beautiful pink that I put just on the outer corner of my eyelid. That is really stunning. I have tried that all over the lid as well in my little play beforehand, because I have had a little play with this palette before filming, and that all over the lid is absolutely gorgeous as well. It's a beautiful, it's the shimmery version of this, so the maroon pink, and it's just beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Now this doesn't have like a brow bone highlight that I would prefer to have, so I just put a little bit of this light yellow just on my brow bone, just to lighten that area up. I didn't film that bit, I didn't realise I wasn't filming, but yeah, I put a little bit of that light yellow just on my brow bone just to lighten it up a little bit. And then for my inner corner highlight, I went in with this shimmery light green. Now, of course, I was going for a pink and purple look, so the green sort of slightly, I mean, it works, but it shouldn't work. I wish there was like a light pink shimmer, and there isn't. There's only a light pink matte here, or at least I think it's matte. oh no, there's a little bit of shimmer. So I suppose I could have gone in with this shade here, but I didn't realise it had a bit of shimmer in it. What are my overall thoughts on this palette? Well, I did hit upon one problem using, well, two problems really, using these palettes. Let's get the bad things out of the way. These are really chalky. They kick up an awful lot of powder. Yes, these do kick up an awful lot of powder. And then that leads into the second problem, in that these pans are so small that the powder then gets kicked up into the next shade next to it. So you do notice a little bit of like transfer of some of the shades into the shade next to it, which is a problem because it can kind of cross-contaminate the colour, but and it gets your palette all very, very messy. And yeah, some of my blending brush, I mean, that's why I had a bit of a play beforehand, because actually some of my brushes that I would normally use to blend with were just too big to fit into here. Like, I have a Wet n Wild brush here which I like to use in my crease, and this was just too big to really like get into the pans. I mean, look at that. I mean, the pan sizes, I'm sure Makeup Revolution pans are not normally as small as this. I think this would have been better if the palette had been just slightly bigger, and it would have allowed more space for these eyeshadows. Even if there was just a bit more space between them, I think it would have helped it out a lot. But I had to keep blowing the palette to get the residue of the colours off the other colours. So yeah, that's my issue with it. However, I do love the shades in here. I think this is a palette that I could do a lot of different eye looks with. This is a palette that I could take away with me because it has the beautiful big mirror, and I wouldn't have the same look twice in a week. I really wouldn't. I think it's got a lot of variety. I think the colours are absolutely stunning. They're beautiful, beautiful colours. And I do really like this palette. So that is my Monday makeover using the Now That's What I Call Music 80s palette. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe as always, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.